guys, welcome back to another video. In this week's video, I will be talking to you about everything that you need to know about the Rise for the World Scholarship Program. I have been receiving so many questions every single year about the Rise for the World Scholarship application process. I made this video about 3 years ago when I got selected as a Rise finalist. I just want to clarify, I never won the scholarship. I do not know what it takes to win the scholarship because I didn't win it. But I'm going to be sharing with you everything that I learned throughout all of my application processes because I applied for 3 years straight, and I hope my knowledge can help anyone or just in general make you feel better. I will talk to you about my whole entire experience, and this is just in the hopes that you do not feel alone. Everything will be fine. So without anything else left to say, let's get this video started. So, what is Rise for the World Scholarship Program? It is a program that seeks 15 to 17-year-olds that are very bright, creative, innovative, and just very driven towards trying to make the world a better place. They are very passionate about helping others and genuinely making innovations that sincerely impact the community and the world. And Rise provides all the support, either if it's mentors, internships, or economic support. Of course, this scholarship is quite competitive because they select up to 100 global winners. But I feel like this past year they haven't really been selecting 100. I think they've been selecting maybe 7. So it has gotten more competitive than the first year. But people are just getting better, more creative, more innovative. So I guess you could be the next global winner. If you do ever become a winner, please let me know because that would make me so proud. Anyway, so now that we know what Rise is, it's very important to keep in mind the deadlines. The deadline to submit your whole entire application is January 17th, 2024. So you have a couple of months to work in your project, which I feel like it's very achievable. Don't worry, okay? And the second deadline is the peer review, which is due by January 31st, 2024. Now it's time to talk about the actual application, which I feel like it's what worries people the most. But I just want to clarify, everything will be fine. I feel like your biggest challenge to overcome when it comes to the Rise application is your self-doubt, or that is at least how it was for me. I was doubting everything, and I just want you to know that before you start your application, you should do some sort of self-esteem exercises or self-confidence exercises, because if you do not trust yourself and your potential, anything that I'm about to say, it's not going to work for you, because you need to be confident in yourself and what you're doing and your abilities, okay? So that's step number 1 before you start your application. Step number 2, the actual application. So the actual application part is divided in 4 sections. The first section is called Tell Us About Yourself. This is, I guess, very easy because it's just creating your profile where you're going to insert information about who you are, where you come from, how old you are, stuff like that. It's just basic profile information. But in this section there are 2 questions. Number 1, what are your aspirations? And number 2, overcoming challenges. I believe these are very personal and questions that you should really think thoroughly about what you're going to say, because honestly now analyzing it, looking back in time, what your aspirations are and how you overcome challenges really tells someone a lot about who you are and the way you view the world. And I think that that's mainly what Rise is looking for. I think sometimes we believe that Rise is looking for super amazing people that have already done amazing things. But in reality, sadly, in the world that we live in, a lot of people are not given opportunities, but that doesn't mean that you do not hold the potential to someday become innovative and amazing. And Rise is all about that. I believe that you should really stay very true to who you are And these questions, like your aspirations and how you overcome challenges, really tell Rise a lot about who you are, and not really like what you've done, but like what you can do and like what you have inside of you. I would also advise you to not read off of a script. I think you should script what you're going to say to like organize your ideas, but you should not be a robot. You should be a human talking and expressing who you really are. Section number 2, submitting your project. This is the core of your application. Here is when you're going to develop a project and kind of show Rise that process of developing it. You have to come up with an idea. You have to that's first. You have to find a problem that you're passionate about and come up with an idea of a way to solve it. And then you have to like show Rise how you did it. I personally believe that they want to see you in action. Like they want to see your thought process. They want to see your creative ideas, and they also really want you to like actually do something with what you have. I have received lots of messages of people telling me like, I have a great idea, I just do not have like the materials or the resources or the knowledge to do it. And I believe that while having great and innovative ideas, it's great, and having big dreams is great, you should also focus on who you are right now, the opportunities that you're given right now, and the environment that you're in right now. Because honestly, if there are many problems in the world, I bet that there are problems in your community, like literally around you. And if you're able to find a solution to those problems with the things that you have, that shows how creative and innovative you are. You do not have to go out to the world and discover the cure for diabetes or cancer to win the Rise Scholarship. If you're actually doing something in this moment, right now, with who you are and what you have, that really shows all the potential that you hold if you're given more resources and more time and more money, whatever, you know? But I think that that's like key for the project part. The third stage is called completing 2 assessments. These are 2 quizzes, and they do not really like show you a score. Like you never ever really know if you did great or not, and they're really weird assessments. Like honestly, till this day, I don't even know what they were assessing me for. It's like this weird puzzles, or like you have to complete certain sequences or look at pictures and like figure out some things. It's a very like weird things that I really do not understand what they're for, but they don't really score you on that. You never really get told what your score is. You just finish taking the quiz and that's like it. It's very random. And I believe that that does affect your application at some point, I guess, because like if not, they wouldn't really be doing it. But honestly, for me personally, I think that's more important what you show in your videos and what you do, and how I mentioned like your thought process, how you reason things, how you view the world. I feel like that plays a bigger part in your application than your quizzes. But take your quizzes with time and think about it, and just you'll be fine. You're not a quiz score, you're more than that. And the last stage of the Rise application, review projects. This is a peer review, so you basically watch other people's videos and you rate them according to like questions that they give you. So they give you a prompt, for example, do you think this person was creative? And then you and like rate them from 1 to 5, 5 being like the highest. And I advise you to be very honest. Like if you score people low, that doesn't mean that you're gonna be the winner. Like that just shows that probably you shouldn't be the winner because you're not very honest. So I really think you should assess other people's projects like you wish they assessed yours. Like be very honest, look at all the effort that they've put in, and if they really like were great, then let them know that they were great. If they were not that great, then let them know that they weren't great. And this is also a great time to see like what other people are doing, and you will see that we're all just as scared and as lost and as young. Like most of us, or I mean, I'm not that young anymore. I'm 18 now. I was 15 back in the day. But I feel like the peer review really like shows you everyone else, and I really like the peer review. It's really good. And that concludes this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really wish the best to every single person out there that's applying for the RISE scholarship. I understand that sometimes this unknown challenges can seem daunting, but in reality, everything will be fine. If it's meant to be, it will be. You should not pressure yourself too much. As I mentioned, you should do your best always, but never feel like you're not good enough. Always appreciate everything that you're doing and everything that everyone has ever done for you, and just think outside of the box, but be confident and also be humble. That's also a great thing. A lot of people lack confidence, but a lot of people have a lot of confidence. So you just should just be in the middle, play your cards correctly, and really just have fun. It's about having fun, about being who you are, and exploring the world and the opportunities that you're given. So, without anything else left to say, I wish every single one of you good luck. If you have any more questions, please leave them in the comments below. Follow me on all of my social media. Do not forget to subscribe on the little red button. And as always, I will see you guys next week. Bye bye. Kids, I don't want to call you kids.